Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Captain Bailey's Adventures and Homebrew Reviews. And today on my right, your left I guess, or whatever, however it's going to look on the camera, is my Sierra Nevada Torpedo clone, coming in at a whopping 10% if the calculations are correct. A little overcarbed, but you know, so we got about a 2-finger head, creamy head, and you can smell the hops. You can smell the grapefruit going on there, and I'm getting interruptions already from my cat. Okay, come on, buddy. He wants to say hi. There you go. All right, the beer is as orange as your face. Okay. All right, bye bye. All right, so I'm gonna take my trusty old Mr. Punch and give this a crack. So we're doing a side by side. Very similar on the nose. I'm gonna try it. Oh, guess I was a little too vigorous on the pour. But from what I'm seeing, woohoo, give that a little bit of rest. Oh yeah, I mean obviously for commercial this is 7.2%. Mine's coming in at 10% if it's correct. According to the calculations, it's supposed to be only about, when I did the brewer's friend, put all the calculations in, I think it was supposed to be out at the most 6%, 6 point something percent. But I digress with the whole hydrometer thing. But obviously you can see here, theirs is crystal clear. I can see the camera all the way through there, and you can probably see me through there. Obviously mine is homebrew, so very cloudy, but similar in color. I would say if I look at the bottom of this glass in the lighting, in the angle, very similar in color, I would say. Mine's a little bit darker, but I don't know if that has to do with the cloudiness. I mean, I have to really see in the daylight. Head-wise, I mean, I guess I can use a couple more days of carbonation and stuff like that to get the carb right, because this is really flowing up. I can't see it. This is flowing up. I'm sure it is, but it's, like I said, it's cloudy. Let's give it a nose. Very similar. Head-wise as well. They both have a creamy, frothy head. All right, let's give the commercial version a taste first. Mm-hmm. Sweet, bitter. There's a lot of a bitter finish. You feel that hop oil rolling around on the tongue a little bit there. Well, like I said, they dry hop theirs too, so I did not dry hop mine. This beer is a little bit warmer than mine. That's why there's more of a chill haze on mine. Because this I just picked up tonight, and it didn't have that long in the fridge. So it's been sitting in a hot car, about 85 degrees, so 90 degrees all day. So I stuck it in the freezer. So obviously it could do with some more time in the fridge. All right, let's give mine a crack. All right, this is the Torpedo clone. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Actually, be able to finally do a side by side with something that, you know, because I took the ingredients from their webpage, so I mean, without doing an all grain and doing 90-minute boils and everything that the recipe called for. I scaled it down to mine. I'm pretty close. I mean, I can smell the aroma, you know, coming from my beer. Um, on theirs, I smell it as well. So, and theirs seems to be a little bit sweeter. Let me see if it's sweeter than mine. No, I think they're pretty much the same with the sweetness, but finish wise, it's so interesting to do this. Wow. Um, but now my tongue is getting all crazy, especially with all these hops. I'm double fisted. This is definitely, obviously, hoppier because they did the dry hopping. I mean, obviously, if I would have did another 3 ounces of hops dry hopped, it would be perfect. It would be bang on, probably a perfect match. Because this one has that dry, bitter, like really bitter, and and that's why I wanted to go a little bit lighter on mine because, like I said, this is something that you can drink. If you're really into your IPAs, it doesn't matter. But if you're a guy like me that like dabbles with them every once in a while, to have a really super hoppy beer like this, one right after the other, it's just, it's not palatable. You know, I could have this and be done. And if you want to have more than one, it's like you're like you can't. I mean, well, you can, but it's like almost like forcing yourself to drink because it's so bitter. But mine, there's that bitterness there at first, but it doesn't linger. It's mm-hmm. It's there rolling on the tongue, and it's there on the finish. But like I said, it doesn't. There's not that much of a bite on the finish. It's not lingering. That's what I'm gonna say. This one it lingers. It's there. It's there on the finish, and it's there once you swallow and you're going like this after the fact. Mm. Mm-hmm. Like the bitterness it's sweet, bitter, 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 bitter. What else can I say? It's bitter. Um, but I mean, like I said, like color wise, I think I'm spot on. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much spot on. But besides the fact that theirs is filtered and cold crashed and whatever else they did to clear it out, mine obviously is not. Head wise, it's pretty much the same. Their head, now that it's dissipating, seems a little bit more whiter than mine. Mine seems a little more yellowy. But both heads are sticking around. And look, we're at the same neck and neck here. So, uh, cheers, guys. Captain's gonna be double fisted and smooth sailing and lickety split, right? Right, first meet. Burping up hops. But I think I really did a good job with cloning this beer. This is something that I probably will revisit in the future. Maybe I will eventually later down the road, the next go of it. Maybe next year, I will add the dry hop. I don't know. I mean, it's just that, like I said, I mean, this is easier for me to drink on the palate compared to the commercial. But it's it's a solid beer. It's really, really good. I mean, it has that sweetness there. I mean, if you had this before, you know what I'm talking about. There's a sweetness that goes with the beer. And I guess that's from all the residual sugars because it makes such a high ABV. This is 7.2. And the hops just rounded off nicely. I mean, it's really a good beer. So, with that being said, I'm gonna be double fisted. It just seems like, I don't know. There's a caramely sweetness that's with mine. I can taste a little bit of a difference, but I mean that could be because, like I said, they're not gonna give you their exact secret recipe because I'm sure there's something else that goes into theirs that they're not gonna post up on their website. I mean, maybe unless they are, unless that is the grain bill. I mean, it was very simple as you can see. It was just 2-row, some crystal malt, and that's it, and a bunch of hops. It's so simple recipe. I mean, not all these different specialty grains. Chocolate malt, Cara Munich malt. Wheat malt. Some recipes you got wheat. You got 8 ounces of wheat. You got chocolate malt. You got this malt. You got this for you got dextrin for head retention, and stuff like that. I mean, like, was just so simple. Just two sets of grains, and a mess of hops, and it's pure magic. What can I say to that? So I know I'm getting long-winded with this video, but this is what you're going to get from the captain this week, I guess. So. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I know I didn't say that in my opening, but I'm going to say it on my closing. So happy Homebrew Wednesday. And what's next? I don't know. I rightly do not know what is next on the agenda. So we shall see. So stay tuned. And until we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.